It's another beautiful dance day, and welcome to our conversation with Njoroges. And today we are talking about courtship early in life or later in life. And probably this is a question you've been asking yourself: am I too early or am I too late? And today we are going to try and answer those questions and look for what are some of the advantages of either and what are the disadvantages. Because we will not say this is better, but with what we are going to share, you'll be able to assess and see where you fall. With me, I am with my husband, Baba Kaden, and I'm really glad that you're here today. So say hi to the audience.
Habari yenu. Welcome to a conversation with Njoroges. We are once again here, and we have been saying, this is a conversation for young people who are getting prepared to get into marriage. It is very not advisable to get into marriage without being prepared. Yes. Courtship is a season where you get prepared, both by yourself as a couple, your families, the church. When you go, you start going to counseling, and we are telling our young people, courtship is a season that you should take very seriously, so that you can iron out every other issue that might bring a problem in the future. Yes. And last week we looked at the wrong reasons why people get married. Yes. And one of the things is, people ask a question: when is the right time? Is it now or is it later? And today we're going to say, to give the advantages, the disadvantages of getting married early and getting married late in life. And then you have a choice as a person. But remember, this is your choice, not the choice of the family, not the choice of the church, not the choice the choice of the society. Let's look at the courtship early in life. What do you think, or what is one of the disadvantages of?
Maybe we can begin with advantage.
Let's start with the advantage.
I think an advantage of courting early in life is that together you're going to get to grow. Yes. And by growth, I mean you'll get ample time to get to know the other person from what we have been talking about. What are their values? What is their vision? What do they want later in life? And also, you're also at that stage whereby we call intimacy versus isolation. So you're in that developmental stage that is to happen.
As a counseling psychologist, when is too early? When is too early? Because like in our country, adulthood is defined from 18 years old. Between 18 and what age? What do you think is too early? Psychologically speaking, because you understand the development milestones. When is too early? So let's start with the ladies. When probably is too early? 18? 19?
Below 18 is too early. One, you're a child, and also you've not got at that maturity age. Yes. From 18, you are also an adult to make
your own choice.
Form choices. Yeah. And also for that developmental stage, it is between 18 to 30, whereby it is the period for you to get to know people, get to make and form meaningful relationship. And if that doesn't happen between that particular age, you find yourself maybe in an isolation.
I know you're playing safe as a counseling psychologist, but many parents would not want their girls to be married when they're in school. Yes. Let's say school, college. Yes. Let's say at the ages of college, realistically is between 18 and 22. Yes. So or probably
18 to 24.
18 to 20. Let's say 22. That one might be, according to me. Yes. That one might be early. Yes. And then when you come to the ladies, when it gets to 30 plus, it started becoming late. Yes. So, and we are not saying that is the definition, the book definition. That one is just our own opinion. Yes. But what are the disadvantages of now getting into courtship and getting married early? Number one, that I will tell you outright, is immaturity. Because you find people say, "Who you are gonna utoto," because probably you have not matured. Yes. Let's say even in the area like finances, you don't have discipline in finances, and already you have gotten yourself into more responsibility. Yes. You are 18. I'm not saying an 18-year-old is not mature. Get me right. Yes, if you want to get married by 18, that one
It's
is your
okay.
choice, and this is the government rules.
Yes.
But you will find that many young people at 18, you might not be mature in so many aspects, you know, and it will bring a lot of problems. And like we said in the last episode,
Yes.
it might end up into a separation or divorce, which we do not advocate. So that one is a disadvantage. What else do you think is a disadvantage?
Another disadvantage is also social pressure at that time, because maybe people your age, and now that also at that time people's opinion tend to matter. So some people tend to have a lot of social pressure and they succumb to it. There's also an aspect of probably parental pressure, whereby
parental
they feel
opposition,
like,
yeah.
they feel like you're too young, you're not ready, you don't understand this. And also another disadvantage could be someone may feel like
let's stop there. Don't go very fast. Don't run away from the questions and conversation, because of course these are conversation with the Njoroges.
Sure.
Parental opposition. How do we deal with that? A girl is 22, and we will say they are in love.
Yes.
And probably they have even gotten cancer. And you see, even as you give counsel, you might not decide for these young people. Let's say the young lady is at 21 and they are deciding that I just want to get married right now, and the parents are saying no. More so in an African setting. I know in Europe and other countries, at 22 you find that you get married and there is no issues.
Yes.
But in Africa, more so our country, Kenya, at 21 you might find the parents say, kwanza maliza shule, kwanza, you know. What do you think about parental opposition?
I guess for that it's also a matter of communication. And if you're also not open to have such conversations with your parents, it's okay to even listen to them. Mom and dad, what is making you oppose? What are your fears? And just like you say, maybe they may have a fear. Are they really in love? I guess also it's important for you to also draw other signs that are making you attracted to this person, because love is just not the only thing.
Another question on that one. Do you think the church has a responsibility on that? Because even as we have this conversation, we have young people in the church, and they might come to us, and they will come to us as professionals.
Yes.
But what is the responsibility of the church? Do you think the church has a say, probably, so that the parents can know, they can seek counsel from the pastors, and these young people could advise otherwise? What do you think about that?
Yes, the church has a role, and also the young person has a role to join a fellowship of also young adults. And in their conversations and these real life conversations about what is right, what should happen, are happening in the church.
Yes.
So when they are actually linked and set up, they'll get to have this conversation.
The reason why I'm smiling, because the next reason or disadvantage is lack of economic means.
Yes.
Because an 18-year-old, I'm looking at a situation where a young man is out of Form 4.
Yes.
They may not even be able to rent a house.
Yes.
So that one is a disadvantage, unless they are, getting money or means from their parents.
Yes.
What do you think about that? Because also an 18-year-old or 19 in Kenya, probably they don't have a job.
And again, now that comes to the reality on the ground. You may really want to settle down with this person, but you also need to know that this is also another expense that is coming in. Maybe if you are able to survive, just like you're saying, they are surviving on a low budget, they don't have a place to stay. What are their thoughts now that this person is coming to stay with them?
Yes.
Are they thinking of taking them to their home?
There's a joke I always...
So reality.
There's a joke I always tell the young people, more so in high school, and ask them, you guys, you're talking about boyfriend-girlfriend relationships.
Yes.
The only question I want you to ask yourself, if you are given this girl or this boy to take home,
yes,
is it practical? Do you even have a house? Do you even have... do you have money for the diapers? Do you have who is going to pay for the rent? So when you think about that, when the reality hits, then probably our young people are able to think. What about when that one is early in life?
Yes, that's early.
What about people who get into courtship and get married later in life? What are one of the advantage? Of course, the biggest advantage is maturity. You have matured. You know how to plan your finances. Probably, you know how to manage your life.
Yes.
That is an advantage to them. What do you think is the disadvantage? One of the disadvantages, of course.
Yes.
On the advantage,
yes,
they might be they might have a big head. That is what we say. You know, wanakuwa kichwa kubwa kwa sababu wako na experience mingi ya maisha. But what do you think will be the disadvantages?
Maybe now disadvantage could be now they are feeling rushed because all my years have gone.
Most of the ladies,
Yes,
the biological clock is ticking.
Also another, they also feel like, wow, I need to do these things now. So at times they may also be rushing into not really getting to know this person, but jumping into marriage, and maybe they've not taken their time because they're feeling, if I take more time, I don't have enough time to get to know this person or get to court. So, or even just to have conversations and meaningful conversation in that phase.
As we come to the end of this conversation,
Yes.
what is the right time? What is the right time? No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
I guess the right time, just like we began by saying,
Yes.
is when you as a person, you're feeling, and not really more about feeling, but also are you committed to be with this person that you want to settle with? Have you also taken time to pray about it, to seek counsel from God, from meaningful people, to work on yourself, and you're not getting into this situation with baggage? I guess that's the right time. The right time whereby you have worked on yourself as a person. You have taken time to know that this is a commitment and it's just not a feeling. It also has other things that are involved. Are you ready to settle down for a commitment package? Yes.
Young people, you have had it. From number one, my wife, and then number two, she's also an expert when it comes to these issues. That you need to seek guidance from God, you need to seek guidance from your church, you need to seek guidance from professionals so that you know that you're not taking a risk and you're ready for that. Remember, last week we tackled 1 Corinthians chapter number 13, verse 4 to 8 on what true love is according to Paul. This is a conversation with Musa Walaikipia and my wife, Mama Kaden, and we call it a conversation with the Njoroges. You can go on our YouTube, like, share, follow, comment, and if there is any specific topic on courtship or any questions, please do not hesitate to recommend them to us and we'll research on them and we can even bring other people to talk about that. And don't forget to share this with another young person, share with some parents, and also share with your church so that we can help our generation before they say, I do. See you next week on Thursday at 11 p.m. at 11 a.m. God bless you and asanteni sana. Kwaheri.